Delta for 330 Papa Mike, makes it straight in, runway 1, contact tower 125.97.
Scott 744, 4 Tango, Savannah ground, runway 1, taxi via Bravo. 1 taxi via Bravo, 4.
Savannah Tower from November 330 Papa Mike.
Aaron 38 with T Golf, contact Jack Center 124.67. United 1554, contact Jacksonville Center 132.92.
The wind 3606292.
192 Alpha Echo Rudder.
Number 330 Papa Mike, Savannah Tower, runway 1, clear land, wind 3606.
November 330 Papa Mike.
Papa Mike Alpha, turn left heading 170.
8 Kilo Alpha, 170, Papa Mike Alpha. Forget where you park. We're going to flight court, we can take Alpha 4. Scott 8 Kilo Alpha, turn left Alpha 4, contact ground 121.9, take care. Alpha 4 over ground 21.9, 8 Kilo Alpha. Southwest 2985, Center Clear says. Southwest 2985, Roger. It should turn out here in 3 minutes, and then I'll reach out to you. Step 3 Kilo Alpha, cleared up runway 1 on Alpha 4, taxi to Fleckler. Scott 738 Kilo Alpha, suspend ground, taxi parking, Alpha, and hold for GA5, got a helicopter landing at the ramp. Taxi Alpha, hold for GA5, 8 Kilo.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the flight today. We're going to do a quick VFR flight while we still got some sun around Savannah, Georgia. We're going to fly out to Hilton Head Island, which is one I really want to fly because hopefully we get there while it's still daylight. Because one of the PGA Tour events, it's held at this island. It's called Harbor Town Golf Course. So hopefully we get to fly over that and see that. We're going to go from, let's bring up the map here so you guys can see it. Get that pulled up here. So this is what we're looking at and where we are. We're starting off here at Savannah where we were earlier. Also, fun fact, after our flight yesterday, I didn't realize until after I ended the stream that I had to go to work today at 4 a.m. Hence why we're doing a flight right now at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I went to work from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. but didn't realize it during the stream yesterday until I ended the stream. I was like, oh wait, I gotta work in the morning. So at least we get somewhat of a daytime flight in today to get the VFR flight going. Some daytime, sunset to nighttime. I guess kind of touching on some of what you guys chose on the poll. But also, hopefully, once this flight's done, we're going to do another stream. We'll do the flight from Savannah back to DFW tonight because I go back to my normal shift tomorrow. So I won't have to get up early. But we're here at Savannah. Hilton Head, we're going to fly northeast. We'll get flight following, and we're going to go to Buford Executive. I was thinking about going up here, but that's it's got a lot of Air Force stuff there. And there's a scenery for this one. So we're going to fly here. Then we'll turn southwest and fly down to Hilton Head Island Airport. We got a scenery for it as well. So we'll fly down there, then fly past the golf course here, And if there's any daylight worth seeing anything, then we'll fly off Savannah Beach and then make our way back up to Hilton Head here, International. And also, this airport sits like right on the border of Georgia and South Carolina. So as soon as we take off out of here, we'll be South Carolina bound. We're crossing the borders and into South Carolina. So we'll try to get this flight going, try to get some daylight as best we can, make the best of this little VFR flight and get things going. So let's hop in the aircraft here and try to get going. So we are in the 172, of course. I was gonna jump in the Bonanza, but then I found when I was planning this little route that it's not as far a route as our normal routes have been of 100+ miles. This one's only like 80 miles. So I didn't want to be blazing through 80 miles of flight. So decided to go ahead and jump back in the 172. Another fun fact, this tail number we're using on this 172 is the tail number to the first aircraft I did my discovery flight in. November 299 Whiskey Alpha. That aircraft has since been crashed and scrapped. So it doesn't exist anymore, but it exists here in this end. So we'll hop in the aircraft, start getting things going, and make our way back to, make our way around this VFR flight, get back into Savannah, and then get ready for our flight later tonight. We'll be in the A321 going back to DFW. So let's hop in and get things going so we can try to get some of this daylight time in. Let's get some things outside removed, get those all taken off. Let's see, let's move you. All right, all of our circuit breakers are in, minus this one. This is the battery charger one. Let me see how it's charging the battery. It's charging it up now. Battery has to be on apparently for it to charge it. Let's get this light off up here. Like I said, we'll do a nice quick VFR flight around the town here. Seems like the aircraft's not charging up. It's just taking a while. I said 23. We need up to, okay, it's going. We need up to 28 volts. So what we're gonna do, we'll be on with Savannah Tower, and we'll be doing the we'll do VFR to the northwest with flight following is what we're gonna call up for when we call for our VFR clearance, and go from there. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get this flight going. Make some things happen here. All right. Things good there. Let's get fuel is in. Let's introduce the mixture.
Papa Mike, Savannah ground, turn right, taxiway Bravo, and taxi.
Let's see if we got enough juice to start her up. Clear prop. Our nav and beacon light is on. Had just enough juice to get it started. Sweet. Let's get alternator on. It's 52 degrees outside. Let's get some power in here. Then we'll lean for taxi. Or lean it out, period. Lights on there. We'll leave pitot. We'll turn pitot heat on. We'll turn taxi light on so people see us here. Alright, we'll trim for takeoff. We've already checked the flaps, but we'll check them now. Turned up and on, and we'll monitor our clock time. So 37 seconds of engine time. So like I said, our first waypoint, our airport, and we may do a touch and go or something here, kind of go from there. So we'll see what we can do. Doing that, let's get this turned on.
Airport, solid maintain 3000, flight final 24010 minutes after. Departure is 125.
Turn it on.
736 o'clock.
Wait to get our GPS position.
Read back to truck. There's no flow into the way.
Alright, ATIS is 23,750.
T altimeter 3032. Density altitude -800 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Quebec. Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Information. Quebec.
It's about right
2153 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 101. Wind 355 at 6.
Alright, 10.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions. Broken at 2.
Alright, we're good with that. Altitude set. Squawk 1200. And let's get ground. And it's always easy to just hit enter and it should throw it over there into the standby. And it does, so that's ground. Switch up to ground and now we'll go to tower, have it throw it in the standby. Alright, so we're good there. Alright, so let's do direct to KSAV, not KSAV, ARW. I like how fluid the knobs are on here because, alright, that's where we're going. Beaufort, South Carolina. We'll activate that. Good day. Is that Bliss? Did you change your name? Ah, you did change your name. It says follow the apocalypse now. Welcome in, good friend. Alright, we're 5 minutes in, engine started. We get that temperature up. It's already at least 75. Alright, so that's good. Alright, hidden indicators matching the compass. Setting us to go. Direction to take, 67. Oh, Google changed it. Interesting. Alright, let's do that. Well, that sucks, man, that it just changed your name like that. Alright, we're on ground already. Hello, ground. Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We are at Shelter and looking to get VFR to the northwest with flight following.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Savannah, ground, taxi departure via Bravo. Good night.
Parking via Bravo, have a good one, 305 Mike Alpha.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Savannah ground, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500. Departure on 118.4, squawk 7646. Expect runway 28.
On departure, we'll maintain VFR at or below 1500. Departure on 18.4, we'll squawk 7646 and expect runway 28. Skyhawk 99 Whiskey Alpha. Alright, 7746. And ground, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, can we plan for 3,500 and below and runway 10?
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, VFR at or below 3500 approved. Expect runway 10. Departure on 118.4, squawk 7646.
Alright, VFR at or below 3,500 approved, and we'll expect runway 10. Departure is still 18.4, squawking 7646, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Turn it up so I can hear. Alright, so somehow we gotta, let me see, where's the taxi? I think we gotta go out of, the taxiway behind us is closed. This is quite the place to taxi from. We'll taxi around and then hold short of Charlie 1. This is all non-movement over here. Alright, let's go. Parking brake off. There's the Gulfstream, one of their buildings. sounds. There's not any bark traffic over here. There's some live traffic around, but that's about it. Yeah, we're not in Michigan though. No IFR in Michigan. We're not in Michigan. We're in Georgia still right now. We will be doing a IFR flight, of course, out of here later in the 320. Let's see, that's Charlie. Watch the Gulfstream building. And ground, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We are at Shelter, holding short of Charlie 1, ready to taxi to runway 10 run-up area.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 10, taxi via Golf Alpha 4, Charlie 1, hold short of runway 10, then Echo 1, Echo Alpha Alpha 2.
Alright, Golf Alpha 4, which is what we're on, Charlie, and we'll hold short of runway 10, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. There's no need for us to cross the runway. Oh, you know what? That's why it sounds different. I did pick up the sounds from Boris, because it's dirt cheap right now for the 172. It's like, why does this airplane sound different? It's definitely different. So we are using the Boris 172 sounds. We're on tower now. We'll get down here, do our run up, and get going. Trying to get turned into the wind here. Do a quick run up real quick. Let's go mixture ridge. Flight controls checked. Right up, left down, center, right up, right down, left up, center,
Aperture 5786,
aft,
visual 28.
forward,
Trigger 5786 on tower, runway 28, clear to land, winds 360.
right rudder,
28, clear to land,
left
Aperture
rudder, check.
5786.
King Area 10, you said Shelter, right?
1700.
10, affirmative.
Number 10, through the runway intersection, traffic about a mile final. Turn left at taxiway Alpha, contact ground 121.9, take care.
10 Alpha, over to ground, purpose.
1700. We gotta go vacuum pressure. Amps are good. Temperatures above 100. It's in the green. All pressures are good. Got good fuel flow, fuel tanks. Let's do a mag check. Left. Small drop back to low. Right. aircraft does actually sound much better. I wasn't expecting it to. Again, it's a 172. I wasn't expecting the sounds to be that much different, but they are.
5132, visual 28.
If I can break off my brakes. All right, we're squawking altitude at 7646. We clear the climb 350 after departure.
Sorry, was that Bushwick 5132?
Hey, firm, visual 28.
Bushwick 5132, Cemetery, Union Runway 28, clear to land, 13604.
18400.
5132.
I swear somebody just took off the opposite direction. Ada said that it was, somebody's landing one. May need to change our direction of departure. Let's see. Well, it'll be a crosswind takeoff for us. Let's see, we'll let Republic Air land, and then we'll, actually they're all landing this direction. Let's go back to ground. Hey, ground, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, we'd like to request departure runway 28.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28 not available. Runway 10 in use. Advised intentions.
All right. Okay, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, can we use runway 1 for departure?
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28 not available. Runway 10 in use. Advised intentions.
Copy, I understand. Runway 10 is in use. We'd like to use runway 01. It's not even the same runway. It's not even 28.
Shuttle 6355, Sunny Tower, runway 28, clear to land, wind 360 treat.
Clear to land, shuttle 655.
Oh, that's not even. Oh crap! I'm on a
1.9
approach. Why is he even talking to me?
Right, 1 1 to 1.9 round.
Jeez, I thought I was still on. Oh, you know what? I'm not on ground. Let me get back on ground. That's my fault. 21900. My mess ups. See if we can get 28 then. Once we talk to the right people. Hello, ground, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We'd like to get runway 28 for departure, please.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28 approved. Advise when ready to taxi.
Alright, runway 28 approved. We are ready to taxi. We are on Charlie, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. Just gotta call the right people. And ground, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, we're ready to taxi to runway 28. We can float it down here, get down here a little bit.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28, taxi via Charlie, hold short of runway 19er, then Charlie.
Alright, runway 28, taxi via Charlie, hold short of runway 19, then Charlie. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Me and screwing up here. We got a taxi all the way down here.
9.55. 29010 minutes after. Departure is 125.3, squawk 3057.
And at least take off the correct direction of flight.
704, you read back this correct, there's slow to Newark, you have an estimated wheels up time for me.
Also ground Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We're going to be VFR to Kilo Alpha Romeo Whiskey.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, VFR to Beaufort Executive, maintain angle below 3500, squawk 7646, advise ready to taxi.
Alright, VFR to Beaufort Executive and at or below 3500, squawking 7646, still Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
Whiskey 5132, Savannah.
Yeah, we are.
Alpha 1, step, quick up these two.
Echo Alpha, Alpha 1.
All by sheer incorrectness.
Whiskey 5132.
Right and left, and like I said, we'll be coming back to Shelter when we get back here. And ground Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, permission to cross runway 19 on Charlie. Alright, cross runway 19 approved, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. For some reason the transmission didn't come through loud enough, but it showed it on the text. Clear left and right. I wonder if this airport's really this challenged of elevation. Another Gulfstream building.
55, Echo 1 for gate 3.
Echo 6355, Savannah ground, taxi departure via Echo Foxtrot.
Echo Foxtrot departure.
Alright, so run up complete, and we our temperatures are good. Let's be ready when we get down here. Let's switch over to tower. Alright, we're altitude and squawking, and we'll just set 3500 there for reference. Catering truck, what are you doing? Alright, wing cleared them. Lights on, we don't need fuel pump. Strobe lights on. Else on final at least. Our windows, doors are closed and locked. Ready to go. And tower Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, holding short runway 28, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Savannah Tower, runway 28, winds 350 at 6, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 28 and copy the winds, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Alright, we got
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28, cleared for takeoff, winds 350 at 6.
Yep, that's what I said. Clear for takeoff runway 28, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. Alright, we got 28 identified on the pavement. Let's get in the air and get going.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 28, winds 350 at 6, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, buddy. Airspeed's alive. There's 60 knots. And rotate. Not gonna lie, these sounds do actually sound pretty sneaky good. Sounds kind of beefy. Oh, don't tell me there's no lights at Shelter when we get back. It's like no lights over there. There's the terminal. That's what we'll be taking off out of from gate 6 tonight. Over to 118.4 Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Sound of dinosaur guts. Hello, departure Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, passing 1,400, climb in 3,500, runway heading off of Hilton Head.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Savannah departure, radar contact.
And Savannah departure, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, permission to turn on course.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, approved. Proceed on course to KRW.
Alright, we'll proceed on course to KARW, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, approved. Proceed on course to KRW.
Past 2,000. Dang it, I wanted to get more daytime in. Strikes again. It does sound pretty good. Not expecting the sounds to sound that good for just a 172. Go due east and then get back on heading shortly thereafter. Tower would also give you a direction of flight on takeoff. They'd say make left turn out approved or right turn out approved. So you're not just flying runway heading unless it's necessary. But again, that's why, like always, they'll just tell you fly runway heading, and then they'll give you the course heading from that point. I'll be returning to here soon enough. There's 3005. Back to 24 because once we stay leveled off pickup speed, that RPM is going to boost up to about 25 anyway. Stop landing at the other airport and then taxi back, take off, just so we can kind of see what that airport looks like. When we get there, it looks pretty detailed from the guy who made it. It's pretty good. All right, we're cruising right along. Right where we need to be. So we're under flight following to KAR
34 Charlie Tango, Savannah approach, system maintain 4000, expect visual 28.
4000, visual 28, 428.
Tango, flying 170, vector final.
Not a whole lot around here though. That's why I was kind of debating on what aircraft to fly. traffic around either. That's a sight. I got traffic back there. Right there. Watch our altitude here. Alright, Ben. The engines start running for 35 minutes now. See our chart, what's the pattern here? Right pattern, runway 7. Alright, which means runway 25. If the weather
Approach envoy 3864. Envoy 3864,
It's
approach flight at 170,
left traffic pattern.
Effective runway 3 and Hilton. 7,000.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, you're leaving the Charlie airspace. Remain outside the Charlie. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
What is that?
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, we'll remain outside the class Charlie. We'd like to continue with flight follow to Kilo Alpha Romeo Whiskey.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, Squawk 7646 and IDEN.
7646 and ident Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Not sure why. We're just talking. You're just following me.
4 Charlie Tango, traffic factor, just want to maintain 2000.
Wow, it is clear as all get out if that's the front. I think that is our airport way out there in front of us. Got visibility for miles. We're still 20 miles out from there and we can already see the runway lights. Dang it, I really kind of want to see the field.
Oscar 10, southbound approach, descend to maintain 6,000, flight at 170, vectors runway 2 in. 6,000 and, Oscar 10, flight at 170. 170, 6,000, vectors runway 2 in. Nation 4, Charlie Tango, turn right heading 190. Right turn 190, perfect.
107. Doing 110 across the ground. Or indicated. So we got a headwind. 16 miles out. Let's see.
Dew point -5. Altimeter 3032.
Alright, it's the
Density
same.
altitude -800 feet. Crop duster operations in the area. Watch for low-flying aircraft.
Interesting.
Beaufort Executive Airport. Automated weather observation.
Savannah, departure radar contact, flight maintain 10,000, turn right direct small. 10,000, right turn direct small, number 59.
I guess we could cancel flight follow and just switch over to Unicom there.
Envoy 3864, descend maintain 2,000. 4 Charlie Tango, do you have to side off the right 10 miles?
Man, Savannah departure, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We had a field in sight at our 12 o'clock. We can go ahead and cancel flight follow.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Alright, radar services terminated. We'll squawk VFR and frequency change approved. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
5458 Mike, Savannah approach, squawk 0203, say request.
Just better placed.
392.
Ooh, you know what? I think we might have been looking at the wrong airport. We were looking at the wrong airport. Our airport is here. It's over there. That's our airport. Not that one. in front of us. That's the one that I did not want to go to. Or initially was going to go to and didn't. Let's make sure we stay clear of his airspace. Alright, also because that airspace over this airport is a Delta airspace, that's why the traffic pattern for runway 7 is right traffic pattern and not left, because left puts you in his airspace. And that's why runway 25 is left traffic pattern, so we don't turn into his airspace.
Maintain 10,000, advise November, expect runway 3. So maintain 10,000, we do have November, and expect runway 3 up to 850.
Frontier flight, something like at my altitude. There's a Frontier airplane at our altitude for some odd reason. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, I was about to say.
Mike heading 070.
Should not be at our altitude.
We can direct okay, direct maintain 2,000. Savannah approach, altimeter 3033.
View for traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha is about 11 miles south of the field, southwest of the field, inbound for left traffic pattern, runway 25.
230, vectors on runway 1. Approach on runway 34 at the airport site. 3864 clear, there's approach runway 3, Hilton Head, radar 7 terminated, contact tower 118.97. Clear visual approach and over to tower 4. 30. Departure, helicopter 192 Alpha Echo is with Taylor, 1,980 feet.
30.
November 192 Alpha Echo, Savannah approach, altimeter 3033. 3033 on the center. Sandy up Savannah side off the right 10 miles. We do, okay. Up to 10 clear, this approach runway 28, contact tower 125. 2597.
Yeah, not much of anything to see, unfortunately. Alright, also, we've already crossed the state border into South Carolina just that quick ago. Let's go 21, get down to pattern altitude. Alright, make sure we go ridge.
Our number 03 into Hilton Head. Hilton Head 850, proceed direct gorge. Direct gorge, thank you, up to 850.
thing that happened today in
690 Savannah,
DFW.
radar contact, finding being 10,000.
Hold on, can you guys even hear me? I feel like it's louder than myself.
My contact tower
Let me
125.97.
check something.
125.97.
This airplane's a little louder than
JetBlue 2841 to
for us.
maintain 2000.
We'll set it about right there, should be fine. Alright, audio should be a little bit more equalized.
Number 192 Alpha Echo, traffic 1 o'clock, 5 miles.
Buford Executive, traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha is 5 miles southwest of the field, gonna join a left downwind for runway 25, Buford Executive.
5 miles eastbound, 1,000 feet helicopter. Number 192 Alpha Echo, Savannah Bridge.
Yeah, aircraft actually sounds very good, very nice.
Contact Jacksonville Center 132.92. 132.92 for Phoenix Global 690.
3292.
Helicopter 192 Alpha Echo, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound, 1,000 feet helicopter. 192 Alpha Echo, Savannah approach, I do hear.
05 Alpha.
12 o'clock, 1 mile, opposite direction, 1,000 feet.
Selectors on both the tanks, mixtures full, rich, power set, our radios are where they should be at, engine instruments all look good, temps are good, we're squared away.
Helicopter 192 Alpha Echo, hear me, squawk VFR.
Buford Executive traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha's left downwind, runway 25, Buford Executive. Go 17, trim her up, has 100 knots, speed checks, flaps 1. Flaps extended.
JetBlue 2841, turn right heading 250. At 850, cross forward, Adder above 2000, cleared RNAV runway 3.
Was it cleared RNAV runway 3, upjet 850.
Stand up departure, helicopter 192 Alpha Echo 36.
Helicopter 192 Alpha Echo, we've been trying to reach out to you
Executive
for a
traffic,
while.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha's turning left base, runway 25. Buford Executive.
JetBlue 2841, turn right heading 270.
And approaching, looks clear. Buford Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Turning left base to final, runway 25, Buford Executive.
Flight Star 2, Savannah approach, yep.
Alright, engine idle.
United 2704, Savannah departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn right correct, J Ross.
10,000, J Ross.
Clock, 6 miles eastbound, altitude 1,000 feet, the medevac helicopter laying at hospital.
Alright, let's back taxi and see what the airport looks like here and take back off.
JetBlue 2841, 6 miles from Mislou, turn right heading 340, maintain 2,000 until 7 from the final, cleared RNAV runway 1 approach.
And Buford Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha,
United
clear runway
2704,
25, gonna
contact
taxi
tactical
back
center,
via Alpha.
132.92, have a good night.
3292, good night.
Buford
2704.
Executive. Wasn't bad at all. It's pretty sweet. Alright, we got him dialed up. Where's the other one? It's HDX. Able to taxi
JetBlue
back.
2841, contact tower 12597, have a good night.
2597, see you.
I can go through the ramp and taxi. Let's go through the ramp. We'll go through the ramp. We'll come back. Strobe lights off in the ramp. Got some DA 40s out here, or Cherokee looks like. Skyhawks. Airport isn't bad looking. Again, this is freeware. There's people sitting out there. It's freeware from flightsim.to. What is this guy doing? We're not parking, buddy.
Update
I gotta get the
850,
radio
radar surface
tuned
terminate
to the
contact
next
from
one.
that tower 118.97, have a good night.
HXD.
Departure, good evening. Delta 3150, 2,500, climbing 3,000, runway heading.
Delta 3150 is my departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn right direct small.
10,000, right direct small, Delta 3150.
Alright, that's that. We'll get that up next. Let's get tower up though. on standby. Alright, so we'll be ready for them when we get ready to leave. And Buford Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha is entering runway 25 to back taxi. Buford Executive.
Delta 3150, contact Jacksonville Thunder 132.92. Have a good night.
Clear left
3150.
and right.
Level 31, Savannah approach, the altimeter is 3033. Advise us to back unless you need me to read it to you. And do you have any requests?
Alright, Hilton
Wind
head,
right now
that checks out.
3504, visibility is 10, skies clear. Temperature 12, dew point -8, and the altimeter is 3033.
Alright, mixture's rich, lights are up. We're good to go.
Vectors runway 28, to maintain 2000.
And Buford Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha is departing runway 25 to the southwest. Buford Executive.
Skyhawk 744 Tango, level at 3,717 nautical miles to the northwest. Inbound, requesting a touch and go followed by a full stop with
7444 Tango, Savannah approach, squawk 0233.
0233.
Airspeed's alive. There's 60 knots. Floater off the ground.
Number 44 Tango, radar contact. 16 miles northwest of Savannah. The altimeter is 3033. Fly heading 110. Vectors runway 28. And did you want to touch and go back to radar, or do you want to stay at the tower?
3033 for the altimeter setting, and we'll just stay with tower if that works. We'll just do one touch and go and then a full stop and back to Savannah Aviation. 7444 Tango.
744 Tango, roger.
Let's go out to the island.
Customer traffic information, Romeo is now current, not allowed to change. The altimeter is 3033.
Oh, this one's Delta. Oh, that's right, it is a Delta. Hello, Hilton Head Tower, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. 1,300, and we are about 10 miles north of the field, inbound for full stop.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Hilton Head Tower, enter left downwind for runway 3.
Alright, we'll enter left downwind for runway 3, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Yeah, we're 9 miles out. We might as well just stay at 1,500. Let's do our cheat code. 03, runway 3. out. So right now we're head on runway 21. So we're just gonna line right up the side of it. Actually, let's just stay down. Let's get back down to altitude. Just stay at 1500. Getting the fly out over the lake. Or really the little inlet here of water. Not much of any traffic flying around here. There's some traffic on the ground moving around the airport. Oh, Wheels Up is there. Not surprising Wheels Up will be there. Delivering the rich and famous and the golfers of the Harbor Town. Yeah, we'll have to see that golf course and stuff some other time, I guess. Oh, big wind change. Got 5,000 foot of runway. Elevation 15. That's another landing in here.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, wind 010 at 6, runway 3, cleared to land.
Alright, copy the winds, clear to land on runway 3, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 3, wind 010 at 6, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 3, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. Nice looking airport. Got some jets and such on the ground there, I see. Alright, we're already at 100 knots and flaps 1. Let's loop the balloon up. Shouldn't balloon up this much. I don't know why it balloons up so much. No, it can balloon up. Watch the airspeed. Keep that ball centered. Keep the speed there.
Jet 842 looking for Apollo 2 X-ray, November X-ray. Clear to X-ray, November X-ray via as filed up to 2000, 380, 10, 125, 12, 1024, squawk, Jet 842.
And we're down. Got all the nice jets here on the ground.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, contact ground on 121.1.
Alright, we'll switch over to ground on 21.1, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Get flaps up. Oh, you know what? I went flaps 2 on accident. That's why we were losing a little bit more than normal. Hello, Hilton Head ground, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. On the ground, clear of runway 3. Would like to taxi back for departure, runway 3.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 3, taxi via Alpha. Hold short of runway 3.
Alright, we'll taxi via Alpha and hold short runway 3. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Let's just bust a 180 here. Yeah, for freeware, the scenery looks pretty good. Got the Challenger out here. Got the Phenom from FlexJet out here. Looks like a C90 over here. Looks like maybe another Phenom by NetJets. Another Challenger. Somebody put all the way up with the 737 private jet. Can't beat that, I guess. Got the whole 73 private jet at Hilton Head. I doubt this airplane actually can land in here. It's 5,000 foot of runway. That looks like an 800. Alright, we'll switch back over to tower. Let's get direct to shouldn't be too far from Sav from where we at. Alright, Savannah, Hilton Head. Alright, we got 26 miles to go to get to there. So that's what we'll do. Hello Tower, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, holding short runway 3. Would like to get VFR back to Savannah, Hilton Head.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Hilton Head Tower, runway 3, wind 010 at 6, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 3, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 3, wind 010 at 6, cleared for takeoff. After departure, enter left downwind for departure to the west.
There we go, that's what he's supposed to do. Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 3. After departure, into left downwind for departure to the west. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Clear left. Runway is clear, departure end is clear. So that's what they should have gave us earlier, but probably because I didn't give them an actual airport destination, and maybe what it was. Alright, let's go. Should make sense. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments are good, all in the green, and 60 knots and climb out. See you later, rich airport of people. Alright, 500 feet, we'll do our left downwind turn. Alright, there's 500 feet. Start our climbing left turn for left downwind. Right crosswind. Looks like there's a golf course right down here. Alright, we're downwind now. Whoa. Good old wind gust. Alright, 750 set. Give us contact out or clear for his airspace, then we'll go back up to the nav. Come on.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Alright, frequency change approved. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Good day. Alright, so let's switch back to them. 2597, which is there already. We'll just switch to that frequency. Set this back to 1 and then monitoring 2.
Street 5132, good evening out of 1500 runway heading.
Blue Street 5132, Savannah Park this evening. Your radar contact, climb maintain 10,000. Turn right heading 020.
See the golf course down here. I think this may be it right here is Harbor Town.
In the last 5 minutes.
Looks like the golf course wouldn't have lights on it though.
Yes.
Looks like the golf course. Like I said, I doubt the golf course is lit. Alright, so like I said, once we get back here, it's 5:30 my time now. We'll do the departure flight out of here at around 7 or 8. Back to DFW.
Southwest 2655, stands at your 2, moving up 3 o'clock in about 1 2 miles. Southwest 2655, Savannah's at your 2, moving 3 o'clock and 1 2 miles.
Got some ships out there offshore.
Yeah, no remainder of the approach. Southwest 2655, roger.
It is clear as a bell out here.
2-way, contact tower 125.97. Have a good night. 2597, we'll see you good day. Blue Street 5132, clear direct J-Ross, contact Jacksonville Center on 132.92. Have a good night.
Blue Street 5132, okay.
First here, 265 Kilo Golf, losing 5,600 for 2,000. 5 Kilo Golf, roger, thank you.
got that on standby while we're monitoring approach. Alright, fuel burn is good, EGT is good. Temps, pressure, vacuum pumps, amps are good. This is actually a part of the route that's going out this way, so let's go that way and then we'll
pressure, yep.
and go back toward the airport.
Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 10, 1. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 24900 feet. Temperature 9er. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3032. Density altitude minus 1,000 feet.
Those runways aren't right though. I think it's just picking up from active skies, weather versus which direction they're actually landing.
Golf here, 5 miles from Cindy, turn right heading 250, maintain outer bus 2000 till step from the final, cleared RNF Zulu, runway 28 approach.
Yeah, see the Atlanta runway 28.
And 2000 till established, cleared RNAV 28 Zulu approach. 5 Golf.
Literally the approach we did yesterday flying into Savannah. Hello, Savannah, Hilton Head Tower, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We're at 2,600, about 17 miles southeast of the field, inbound for full stop. Would like to plan for runway 28.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Savannah Tower, runway 28 not available. Active runways are 10 and 1. Advise which runway you prefer.
Alpha 1 remains restricted.
Copy that, Southwest 299 Whiskey Alpha. We'd like to request runway 01.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, runway 1 approved. Advise advise when entering left downwind.
All right, we'll advise when entering left downwind for runway 01, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
5 Kilo Golf, contact tower 125.97, see it.
Let's run that OBS again.
Tower Sirius 265 Kilo Golf, RNAV 28 approach, and we're parking at shelter for planning purposes.
November 265.
Hey, we're going to shelter too.
3503, runway 28 clear to land.
28 clear to land, 5 Kilo Golf.
And Savannah Hilton Head Tower, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, can we advise when we are 3 mile left base for runway 01?
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha approved. Advise when 3 mile left base runway 1.
And correction, Savannah Hilton Head Tower, Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, we can advise when we're 3 miles right base runway 01. Yeah, we'll do that instead. That's much easier. Can't do left base from where we are for runway 01. I see the runway, the airport up here at our 1 o'clock. Looks to be good. I've been flying for an hour and a half now.
Alpha GA5, remain this frequency.
That's on Alpha, Alpha GA5, remain with you, 265 Kilo Golf.
Got SVN.
31241, contact tactical center 126.75. Have a good night.
Jack Center 2675, thanks for the help, 31241.
Not much of any traffic around us.
Approach, Northern Jet 24, setting 154 for 1111 pounds, and we have Romeo.
Northern Jet 24, approach, sun maintain 2000, and we're planning for runway 28 or runway 1.
2000, we're planning
Yep,
for
28
runway 1.
runway 1, they said.
Northern Jet 24, roger, flight heading
It's wheels up.
060,
Oh no,
vector
wheels up
runway
to
1.
18,000 feet above us.
060 for vectors for runway 1.
He's up there. Somewhere up there among the stars.
11,000, Romeo. Delta 3119, plan approach, sun maintain 4000, expect runway 28.
4000, 28, Delta 3119.
Delta 3119, turn left heading 100, vectors downwind, sun maintain 2000.
And Savannah Hilton Head Tower, Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We are 3 mile right base, runway 01.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, enter right base, runway 1, report final, winds 360 at 3.
Alright, we'll enter right base, runway 1, and report on final. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
We're 6, we're good.
Alright, just 100, and I'll use my button this time so I don't mess up. Flaps 1.
the Alpha, hold short runway 10.
Alright, flaps extended. Watch the balloon.
Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha, winds 360 at 3, runway 1, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 1. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha. Right, mixture's rich, engine idle. Floating her down.
Speed of 180, you're going to be number 2 for the airport.
Southwest 1979 at 11,000.
Southwest 1979, Savannah approach, fly heading 170, and where you plan for 28 or 1?
We're looking for runway 1, Southwest 1979.
Southwest 1979, roger, expect runway 1, descend maintain 2000.
Flaps up.
Runway 1, heading 170, descending to 2000, Southwest 1979.
Runways are bumpy.
Northern Jet 24, fly heading
See,
0.
I went all the way down the
0,
runway,
final,
no switch
enable
over the
force
ground
turn,
yet.
Maintain
It's kind of normal of the switch. Contact, which they should give us here shortly. In the heavy metal, it's as soon as you touch wheels down almost before even on engine reverse, they're telling you to contact ground.
Northern Jet 24, Clover approach runway 1. Again, 180 knots straight to a 5-mile final. Contact the tower 125.97. Have a good night.
And there, he didn't even tell us. Just switch over to ground.
Charlie, we do that service here pro bono. So what's your aircraft type? What's the destination you would like to go to? And what altitude would you like to cruise at?
It's Cessna 172 Sierra. We want to go to...
Hello, ground. Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha. We are clear runway 1 on Charlie. We're going to be parking at Shelter FBO.
Skyhawk 299 Whiskey Alpha, Savannah ground taxi to Shelter Aviation via Alpha Golf Alpha 5. Good day.
Alright, we'll taxi to Shelter Aviation via Alpha Golf Alpha 5. Good day. Skyhawk 9 Whiskey Alpha.
3000 to advise by departure. Departure frequency 125.3, squawk 4214.
Yeah, we actually can't. That
125.3, squawk
direction is
4214,
closed.
and at or below 3000 for departure.
Good grief.
November 330
What the heck was that? Alright, so we got to go all the way back down here to Charlie and then the Golf.
And let's see, where you at? And we're parked at right now?
Alright, we're lane for taxi. Strobe lights are off. We'll leave landing lights, taxi lights on. We're still squawking VFR. Being clear to taxi to park. We'll be parking over here where it's kind of dark in the parking lot. I appreciate y'all flying along. Bliss, appreciate you stopping by, man, and hanging out. Glad to have you here. Like I said, here shortly we'll be getting ready to do our flight out of here, going back to Dallas. Well, the weather here today was perfect.
19 Tower, my 2 equivalent, number 2 to the airport, traffic citation, 3 mile final for the crossing, wind 3503.
like they said there's a citation there that's about to land.
Introduce the final scenario there.
I see our guy over there. We'll swing around and get parked if this it looks like the fire truck's leaving.
You can go around, flower heading, climb maintain 2000, traffic's on the runway, we're 1 hour, runway 1. Alpha GA5, remain restricted.
Alright, got our marshaller there. Reflection looks cool off the airplane. Parking brake is set. Alright, still 1200, flaps are up. We'll retrim for takeoff. We'll get taxi light off, beacon light can stay on, pitot heat will go off. Extra lean. Off. Off, and then we'll connect the battery charger. All right, 99, we got 7.6 on the oil. Let's get chocks in place, pitot heat, cowl plugs on. All right, welcome back to Savannah Hilton Head. Like I said, we're going to do our flight out of here back to Dallas tonight. So appreciate you guys flying along with the VFR flight. Sucks I didn't give it as much daytime in as I wanted. Happened on the last flight too, I think. We'll do better though. We'll do better. So be looking forward for the notification if you got the all notifications turned on for our flight out of here going back to Dallas Fort Worth. Other than that, I will see you guys on that next flight later.
1,800 feet, descending 11,000, clear.
Airstream 508, Savannah approach, descend maintain 4,000, and what do you plan for runway 28 or runway 1 tonight?
Airstream 508, we descend 4,000, and we plan runway 1.
Airstream 508, roger, fly heading 170, vectors runway 1.
Heading 170, and vectors for runway 1.